So I wanted to create a video to answer the question that keeps coming up. Will the bulletproof coffee prevent autophagy? Okay, I've done videos on will it prevent, ketosis, but now let's talk about autophagy. Autophagy is an amazing state. When you go into fasting mode, your body starts repairing, you start recycling the damaged proteins and the microbes in the body and the viruses and the candida, starts cleaning up all this stuff. The need for vitamins and nutrients go way down because your body is in recycled mode. It gets very, very efficient. Our bodies were designed tens of thousands of years ago to not eat very frequently. So we have this great survival skill that helps us in many different ways. So it's like a self-cleaning oven, so to speak, in your cells. So what will stop autophagy? Glucose is right at the top of the list. Protein, cortisol. How do you get this? From stress, okay? Stress will shut that down like that. Not that you've ever experienced stress, but you probably know people who have. Eating will stop autophagy, okay? So we really want to do fasting, low stress, and then not consume these. Fat has the least effect on insulin, so that's exciting. So let's say, for example, you're doing bulletproof coffee where you're adding some coconut oil or MCT oil or even butter, and you're doing like a lot of it, okay, where there's 300-400 calories. Yeah, well, that's going to stop your autophagy. Absolutely, it's going to block it. But if you're doing a small amount, let's say 1 tablespoon of butter or 1 tablespoon of MCT oil, it may inhibit autophagy for a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be that significant. Now, if you do half and half, it does have 1% carbohydrate and less than 1% protein. So now we're getting the carbs, but these have no carbs, okay? So maybe you just do a very, very small amount of this, and that might be the ideal situation. But to get into autophagy really depends on several things. The amount of calories that you're consuming, which we just talked about, the less autophagy we have. So it's a balance act. Also, your health state, your age. If you're 18 years old and have an incredible metabolism, you can probably get into autophagy way faster than someone going through menopause. But let's say you have a diabetic and you're on medication, well, that's going to inhibit your autophagy too. So it really depends too on your health state. The worse your health is, the more strict that you need to be with these things. The healthier you are, the more you can get away with this, okay? The faster the metabolism, the more you can get away with this. Okay, let's say, for example, you exercise. Well, that will help you get into autophagy because that's one of the triggers. So because you're actually creating this stress on top, you're not eating, so you're going to create more autophagy. As long as you recover, because we don't want to increase too much cortisol from the excessive stress that you just created. Also, there's another factor of how long you're fasting. Let's say, for example, you're doing 1 meal a day. Well, that's great because you're going to have a lot of hours to get into autophagy, right? I would imagine you get into a really good autophagy right around 18 hours. It could be 16 hours. Could be a little bit later. It really depends on, they don't really know exactly, but I'm just using that as a good ballpark number, 18 hours of fasting, okay? So if let's say you're getting exactly 18 hours or 17 hours and you're doing this, well, you're probably not going to get the benefits as compared to doing your fasting, let's say at 20 hours and with a 4-hour window of eating, okay? So you can see that it's not a simple answer. You have to look at all these factors and use a judgment on this. But the longer the fast, the more you can get away with this, okay? And also how much insulin you have in your body, because insulin will block autophagy too. So you say, well, I don't have any more carbohydrates. Well, you may have insulin resistance. And insulin resistance causes your own body to make it more insulin, like 5 to 7 times more that extra insulin can keep you from experiencing the benefits of autophagy. And this is why the autophagy benefits, even living longer and better skin and anti-aging, occur more over time of doing a healthy keto and intermittent fasting plan, because you're building on this. Your body's becoming more efficient. Your insulin is coming way down. Okay, so it's really a balancing act. There's a certain hormone factor called GIP that's located in your small intestines, and this is triggered when you eat, so it amplifies the effects of insulin. So it's not just a matter of avoiding carbs, it's a matter of also keeping your calories really low, okay? But I would imagine if you're in pretty good shape and you just do a small amount of one of these in your coffee, I don't think it's going to be a big problem, okay? But you have to test it out and see if you're getting the benefits, that you're better skin, feeling younger, the cognitive improvements. And by the way, as a side note, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, vitamin D will help you get into autophagy more. So sun is really good too. So if we combine sun with exercise, with fasting, it'll improve your potential for autophagy benefits. All right, so I think I covered all the points, and I will see you in the next video. So if you're enjoying this content, go ahead and share it with someone that could really benefit from it.